Okay.
Oh, did you want to do video or no? I don't care either way.
Are we just doing sound for this, or
No, he doesn't use video anyways. But I'm saying, did you want to do video call, or does that matter or no? I just know that we normally tend to, but if you don't want to, it's fine.
But how am I supposed to get my daily dose of any? It's by my vitamin V.
It's his voice. You just have to suck
Oh,
it
it's
in.
my weekly dose. It's not enough. It's just not enough. Oh God, please tell me it's not enough.
Shut up.
Ain't nobody used to give a damn. Yeah, I had to go and make a different plan. Yeah, guess who didn't get included? Even though you made me better, yo, I strictly do it for the fam.
And everyone, welcome back to What Grinds Our Gears, the podcast, the only podcast in life that does the random thing to do the whatchamacallit, to do the thing. Where today it is your host once again of V, and joining me once again is Shweebe next to my god! And tonight we are talking to all of you about the slasher film genre.
This is a super slash. Ah, the bug again. Jesus.
Now,
Wait.
for all of you wondering where are Hobbs and Sally, where Sally is on date night, but Hobbs will be joining us a little bit later. We'll fill him in as the time goes on. In the meantime though, let us first dive into what many people like to discuss of the history of the slasher.
Yes.
Personally,
Oh, sorry.
you go ahead, Shweebes.
I was gonna say, what's considered the first slasher film that we know of?
I think it's some Italian film. I don't remember the name to it, but I think it's from the Giallo era of films that inspired stuff like the original kills from Friday the 13th 1 and 2, and certain other things such as the call from inside the house or the stalking camera visuals and stuff like that nature.
Ah, okay.
Other people say it was Halloween, but it's like, well, how?
Well, no, Halloween may not have been the first of the slasher films, but it definitely helped kickstart the series.
No, I wasn't saying it didn't help. I'm just like, how's the first? Something about that math don't make sense to me, Phoenix.
Maybe it's the first that people, like, can recognize right off the bat. You go, what's your first slasher film? Halloween! I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes
Maybe it's
sense.
the first worldwide slasher.
Oh, maybe.
Might be. Might.
Because if I remember correctly, it's kind of hard to get the Italian.
Is it?
Yeah.
Just not that well received originally.
No, it was really well liked in Italy. It's just kind of a pain in the butt to get a copy of.
Kind of like the original Nosferatu. Like, that, originally it was very hard to get a hold of. Because people are like, no, how dare you? And then after a while it became like this cult classic because they're like, this is so different, so, I guess.
Something like that.
My question is, are we sticking strictly to, like, the slasher genre as in just, I don't know.
If they had a knife and it was sharp and it slashed the skin, that is a slasher.
I mean, as long as it has a killer, survivors, and a final survivor standoff, it technically counts as a by-the-books slasher.
Okay.
Ooh, I got it. What was everybody's first slasher film that you saw and or can remember was your first? What popped your slasher cherry?
Mine would be the first horror movie I ever watched, which was Nightmare on Elm Street.
You. How about you, Vinny?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Damn. You don't know what mine was? Scream 2. That was my first slasher.
Wait, that counts as a horror movie?
I got it. I got it.
Comedy.
Gentle.
What are you talking about?
She got it so gentle. It was like,
because I didn't grow up on horror movies, so when I saw that, I was like, "Oh my god, this is horrifying." I don't know if it's Scream 2. I just know it was one of the Scream movies.
like me and Phoenix, we got like the whole raw dog experience. Streves was just like, all right, it's gonna be missionary. I'm not gonna try anything scary.
Lube, condoms, soft music, scented candles. Those
Barry
bed
White
sheets
in the
were
background.
washed. I don't know who Barry White is, so no.
Oh yeah, Barry White in the background, full.
Social sounds abode.
I had to marry her first.
And then he comes up behind me and whispers in my ear, "Slash." And I'm just,
You had to marry her first. The whole 9 yards.
Like it's just like the most gentle of popping the cherry for her, while us was just like heavy metal headbanging type. You like this shit? You like
throwing
it?
you over the damn table, just like, take it, take it, take it.
Didn't even wait until you got to the hotel. You're inside
Surrounded by people.
at the actual concert.
All you hear is, yeah, take it.
Bitch, I didn't say to stop banging your head. Keep going. We're head banging.
That's basically the depiction of it. But yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre was the first for me because it was just, I was bored waiting for my ex at the time. A couple of my friends flew in, so we were just like, all right, what's to watch? So we just picked a couple of random movies and we're just like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, cool. And it was my first horror movie at like going on 13 years old.
Oh, wow. And you guys watch horror movies young.
That doesn't count as young.
Yes, it does.
I
That's
was
13.
3.
No,
Good for
going
you. You
on
are the
13.
anomaly.
Going on 13.
Going on, he was 12. So
I
there
was
you go.
3.
Whoop de fucking do. You're a psycho. We get this.
My parents
I
were
was
my
17
mom.
with my watching it and me not sneaking it.
My mom loved the Nightmare on Elm Street series to the point that she ended up watching it one night, and I snuck out, sat on the living room couch, realizing I was there. We finished the movie. I looked over at her and I went, "Freddy is terribly, terribly bored."
Them kids, man, it's sneaky ass ninjas.
I was 3 and watching horror movies.
Oh my god.
Why my mom's like, okay, we're watching horror movies now.
Again, you are the anomaly. You are the 1%. Okay? That shit happened in my house? No way. We'd all be screaming. We'd be like, nightmares for years. I'm traumatized. No, not since we're on this subject, though. Let me rephrase that question. What most recent slasher movies has everybody seen that you can recall?
Recent slasher.
Yeah, newer-ish that you have seen, if newer.
Parts of Leatherface and rewatching Black Christmas.
Nice. Black Christmas was nasty, but it was still pretty good for a slasher movie.
Truthfully, the horror movie genre from the slashers, which kind of saddens me.
I think the most recent one that I can recall us seeing was the one. It was the hell's his name now? I can't think of it. The kid and the face and the thing, and it was the one guy that we thought it was the kid, but it wasn't him. Turned out to be the other kid. Was it Leatherface? Maybe it's Leatherface. You were there. Come on. At the end of it, she said something about the guy's mom, and she takes the chainsaw, and her head goes flying. That one. Come on, you are the horror movie king. Come on.
Yeah, but you have given Vinny.
No,
how much
no.
detail did she put into that?
I mean,
Wait,
I
okay,
heard
at the beginning,
chainsaw.
They stop
Kid
the
was
car
the
'cause they
kid.
see a kid wearing a pig head mask.
That sounds
that?
like Leatherface.
That might be Leatherface. There was a psych ward,
Oh.
and the chick was burnt. And she had no nipples. It was creepy.
Had
She
no-
licked a dead guy.
I like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the details that you
I know
ran with. It just like
Leatherface?
had no
No.
nipples.
She didn't. It was disgusting.
No, it was Leatherface.
It
It was
was-
the remake of the.
Oh, okay, so it was the
Leatherface.
remake. Okay, so that's the most recent one that I saw, and that one was... Ow, that one was good. I liked it.
Yeah, because the kid who was the one kid that we really did not think was actually Leatherface ends up becoming Leatherface at the end.
Yeah.
Or technically was him. I honestly thought it was the bigger kid, but that's because they always portrayed the original Leatherface as being this really big dude with, from what they portrayed at the time, had like some mental issues or something. In this case,
he still has mental issues,
but not as big. Like just like your average height.
Yeah, that's what they were trying to do because of a Rob Zombie's thing with Mike Myers, remember?
I don't know if I saw that.
No. Rob Zombie tried to
that?
redo Halloween by making Mike Myers like this average-looking kid to then grow up to be gigantic size in prison.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, no, that remake was actually a decent one. I liked how they delved into the story. And one thing that they didn't delve into in the original Halloween was Michael Myers became that way not because he was that way. He was put under the care of an individual who told him he was a monster every day of his life. That doctor who chases him through the first, 2, 3 horror movies.
I think 3 because they brought him back in the 4th. No, it's 2. He dies in the second one. They make Season of the Witch. People hate it because they don't want an anthology Halloween story, which would have been awesome. And we're just like, we want Mike Myers back. Fucking pussies.
Yeah, but that doctor, they don't touch on it very much, but he is actually the reason Mike Myers is as crazy as he was. Mike Myers had a psychotic episode. This guy took him as his patient, says he saw evil in him, and spent the rest of Mike Myers' life telling him how evil he was.
Which would get an individual, especially with mental issues like that, to believe that, and then frickin' become it. The mind is a terrible thing.
Oh yeah,
Why
and
would you
not
do
only
that?
As a psychiatrist, he was performing experiments on Michael, which only made it worse.
Well, of course, but the time frame that they have, Mike, is kind of back there in the day when that was still technically quote-unquote legal. Like electroshock therapy.
Oh yeah, they did a lot of that.
All kinds of... Ugh.
But in the movie, though, this doctor is portrayed as the saving grace for the movie because he's supposed to be the one that tries to find and kill Michael.
Yeah, okay, so he's playing at Angel of Death or Angel of Mercy, Mercy Angel, whatever the hell that's called.
Angel of Mercy, yes.
Angel of Mercy. I had the right idea, just not the right vocabulary for
Hero
it. Good
Devil
job, mate.
Complex. I'm the righteous one, which makes you the demon.
Okay. What is the worst slasher film that we've all seen?
Oh shit, that's a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean...
Especially for this one, he watches a lot of B.
I mean, there's Stitches.
I don't know if I have one, because I haven't seen very many slashers.
There's the one where Mike Myers got killed by Exhibit. I think it was like Halloween 20 years later or something. I don't remember.
No, that was when his sister hacked his head off with an axe at the end of the movie.
Ew.
Only for the next movie us to find out that Michael Myers had actually taken his mask, put it on a guard, crushed the guard's larynx so he couldn't speak.
Oh.
No, it was this one where Exhibit was in the movie, and then he is responsible for Mike Myers being killed. I don't remember what it was, though.
Yeah, they went to Michael Myers' home, his childhood home, and they were filming this video, this like TV show, in his house. Michael Myers shows up and goes, "Who the fuck are you?" And unlike normal people, where he's like, "Get the fuck out," he just started killing people.
Oh, wow.
It's like, did you pay to be in my house? Oh shit, son! It's Mike Myers!
I don't know if I have a worst one, because like I said, I haven't seen very many slasher.
And then
I
there's,
tend to go for like the ones about ghosts. And
then there's Leprechauns in the Hood.
Okay, never mind. That answered that question.
Oh,
the
God,
Leprechaun
no.
movies. I hate those so much.
Worse than Leprechaun
They're so
in
nasty.
the Hood is Leprechaun in Space.
Oh yeah, that one too. That's just awful.
Oh,
That
wait.
one was bad.
Jason in Space. I hated that
Jason
one too.
X was amazing.
Jason,
Whatever.
Jason X was
It was
something.
okay.
It wasn't bad, but it was indeed
wasn't a
something.
horror movie.
My favorite scene out of that entire thing is when the kids are playing that hologram game or something, and Jason just comes out of nowhere, slices their heads off, and they're still talking, and then the kids look at him like, how the fuck is this guy real? And then he actually really kills them. But Jason standing there perplexed was the funniest thing ever. But past that, I don't really like the movie.
No. Funniest thing ever is towards the end when they created a hologram to try and stop him for a few seconds, and they summon 2 bimbos from his time era.
And?
You